Hello everyone, I'm Papadopoulos, and this week I had the opportunity to witness live one of the biggest global phenomena of the last 5 years, the musical artistry of Ado. Her second worldwide tour, Hibana, is currently ongoing, and it's the biggest worldwide tour by any Japanese artist to date. Her powerful voice, sweeping range, and enigmatic persona have captivated fans worldwide since her very first song, and led her to the peak of music artistry in just a brief 5 years. With this fame, of course, has come trial, with her maintained anonymity, constant vocal and touring pressure, and of course, singing her bombastic songs. It's honestly incredible the pace that she has maintained until now. But just who is Ado? And why has her music been so impactful? To find these things out, we must first look at the origins of this faceless phenom, and what exactly her message has been to the world since the very start. Utaite is a word you will swiftly come across when looking into Ado. It stems from the words uta temeta, or tried singing, which is a category on the Japanese video sharing website Nico Nico Doga. This category became very popular in the late 2000s and early 2010s, as it gave people a place to anonymously or otherwise post their covers of popular songs, often Vocaloid or popular J-pop songs of the time. People have found great success with this avenue of posting their covers, some of them even going on to being quite famous and influential Vocaloid producers themselves, such as Ryo, Hachio GP, and Mafu Mafu, to name a few. According to Ado, it was these spheres of influence, Vocaloid and Utaite singing, that really made her get her start back in 2017. From her childhood with Hatsune Miku inspiring her to sing in the first place, to posting her first cover on Nico Nico Doga in 2017. This culture has influenced her and led her to where she is now, as her songs grew in popularity even then and attracted some of her current collaborators by covering their songs. Her greatest nod to Utaite culture is her continued anonymity, which is her way of paying tribute to the other many faceless members of it, even though many have wrongly speculated that it is due to her self-proclaimed introversion and even her gloominess. Essentially from day one, Ado has seen unprecedented success. Her very first original song soared to number 1, shattering records and launching this enigmatic singer to the forefront of household names. For Ado, who was just 18 at the time, I imagine that suddenly becoming the voice of a generation must have been exhilarating, but also pretty difficult. And yet, according to a recent interview, Ado says, "My way of thinking has changed a lot in the last 5 years. I've become more objective about myself and my career. I'm a lot more put together now than I used to be." From self-published to selling out stadiums in less than a decade, Ado has seen the complete spectrum of the music scene play out in a short period of time, and she seems to crave more. She recently claimed a concrete goal is to win a Grammy, but some fans, particularly worldwide, seem to worry that she might be taking too many promotional gigs and losing sight of her original intentions behind her music. Some even claiming her label is pushing her too far in one direction or the other, or not respecting her feelings, despite lack of evidence for such claims. For me personally, I'd say it's way too early to put her in some kind of limiting box like that, such as shill or sellout. But also, it's too early to put her in such a box as, well, she's this type of singer, or she's supposed to do this type of thing. For her, right now, I imagine everything is evolving, and the ways that she develops songs have evolved with her as well. A recent Japanese news station interview offered a unique glimpse into her current methods for forming songs, stating essentially that, "When I receive a song, I'm not really creating anything I can explain. I just keep listening to the song as a listener, thinking, this is a great song. As I keep listening, ideas naturally come to mind, like, wouldn't it be interesting if I sang it this way?" If we take this as her general mindset when it comes to her music, no matter the source or intention, I would argue that her music is undoubtedly her own, and her emotional intention is still quite present. It was this emotionally charged music, that inspired her rise to fame in the first place. Her debut single, Usewa, which translates to shut up, well, frankly, a meaner version of shut up, vents the frustration of a young person growing up in Japan. The bombastic lyrics directly call out and condemn the older generations in Japan for their constant downward social pressure of conformity and dogmatism, which suppresses social evolution. For a country like Japan that is steeped in a rich culture, it is really easy for those of us overseas, including me, to really laud their strict practices. And yet there is a cost to be said for the youth that grow up underneath that. Even Ado, during her concert earlier this week, said that her mother and grandmother would often tell her to shut up whenever she was learning how to sing in her bedroom, a direct tie-in to the discontent expressed in her music. Ado and many others, it seems, share a similar desire, the desire to be heard among the stifling silence. Her music struck a nerve with the younger crowd, with many seeking her music to this day for solace as the voice of a generation. She has an incredible gift that she shares freely and with abandon, giving her all so that she can inspire a spark in others. Ado's current tour, Hibana, translates to spark, and as she said before the current tour began, "If my first world tour was my wish, my next step is to light a fire in the world as someone from Japan. Hot as a spark of fire, even if it is small. I want to be the inspiration to start something big." Something that seems difficult to grasp for Japan's older communities, especially those in the workforce or politics, is that change does not necessarily equal a loss of culture. In Ado's own words, taken just after the prior quote, "I want to bring my Japanese heritage on the road with me, so I named this tour Hibana in Japanese." A clear intent to respect and continue the culture she is a part of. I want to say two final things. First, thank you, Ado, for your music and your heart. It is incredible what you and your collaborators and your song producers have been able to accomplish. And finally, as this talented and powerful young voice continues to grow her spark, I would argue that, given the time, the change that she has inspired will bear fruit. Thank you all for watching. I'm Papadopoulos, and I'll see y'all next time.